Hello everyone, my name is Mike Stewart and welcome to Tablet Video Training Webinar. This is a presentation to tell you how you can make incredible television with nothing more than an iPad. And how you can get traffic from those videos using social media websites like YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter, and so on. So let's get started with the presentation. Number one, I want you to know what you're going to learn and see in this webinar. I want to convince you beyond a shadow of a doubt that an iPad is the easiest way to make video content for online television. Now, one of the things that I wanted to be able to do was I was hoping that the Android tablets, like the Google Nexus and all the different HTC tablets out there, I was hoping that they would have the software to make incredible television. Some of it is acceptable, but by far the iPad has the best video editing software and the best cameras. So this webinar is only about the iPad. Now, if the Android tablets and the Windows tablets that are coming out and becoming popular right now ever have the software to make incredible television, I'll be the first to admit it. But right now, as of the date of this video, the iPad is the only thing we're going to be covering. And one of the things you want you to learn is that when you make lots of video content, you increase the opportunity to be found and shared. See, that's the whole thing about social media, is the fact that when you create content, whether it's text, pictures, funny stories, whatever, what becomes social is when people share it with their friends. Well, videos is a great type of content that people can share with each other. They love sharing videos, especially videos on YouTube, Facebook, and etc. And the bottom line is what's the roadblock? People can't make video. They either have to find videos that other people have made to share them. Well, why not you have people sharing your videos that are about your authority and your expertise? And that's why I called having a blog, which is basically a website that you can journal at. That's all blogging is it's electronic journaling. Facebook and YouTube, the three social media video opportunities. And that's why I call it the social media video trifecta. It's using video in three places: your blog, Facebook, and YouTube. And now there's a fourth place called Pinterest, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And then I want to show you case studies and examples of real uses for the iPad videos for businesses of all kinds. It doesn't matter whether you're a brick and mortar business, a local business, a national business, a chain. I don't care who you are, or an info marketer, a coach, a trainer, a consultant. It doesn't matter what your business is. Everyone can use the power of online video for your business to promote your business, make awareness of your business, and get people to share your expertise about your business to turn strangers into customers. Now, these are the roadblocks that I've seen. I have been consulting at my website, Internet Video Guy, for many, many years, businesses on how to make video for their websites. This is not about broadcast quality television. There's lots of experts out there that have all the cameras and the lights and the tools to make broadcast quality video. But what's called internet quality video is video that is just, presented in a professional, clean manner that delivers the message in a concise way. And you don't have to have broadcast quality production values to convey information over the internet. Otherwise, YouTube would have no content if it was all dependent on broadcast quality. People have the ability to do it themselves. But one of the things that I've seen as roadblocks is in the old days, it required a camera, a camcorder of some sort, lights, microphone, a computer, editing software, legal music, because I'm a big believer that music enhances your message when you're creating videos online, encoding software, the wires to hook it all up, a place in your home that you could be inspired to create these videos was what was required to just make acceptable internet television, not even broadcast quality. Whew. There were just so many moving parts that I witnessed it being too hard for some people to master. It just overwhelmed them to the point that they just quit and give up. And even if you did know how to make video, like myself, because there were all of these moving parts, and I knew how to use all these tools, I did it. I didn't do it because it was slow to set up. Even I procrastinated, even though I've always known how to make online video. I didn't do near as much videos as others have and as I should have had for the benefits of what it does in social media. So, those are the two types of roadblocks, is the fact that the old way was slow, hard, with a lot of different roadblocks that made it hard for people to do. Now, not only was it the roadblock of difficulty, if that describes you, I want to tell you we have great news. That the iPad and three very inexpensive apps, only less than $25 worth of apps, make it dead easy to make lots of video of all types. Now, with the full-size iPad, the new mini iPad that is under 350 bucks, and even an iPhone, there are no excuses. These apps work on all three devices, and they work flawlessly. Now, I recommend working on iPads because it's a bigger screen. But I have proven that it works even on an iPhone, which is just the only difference between the iPhone and the iPad is it's a smaller screen and it's harder to edit your video. But with the full-size iPad, which is very affordable these days, from an iPad 2, 3, and when the 4 becomes available, these apps make it dead easy. Now, one of the other objections was the expense, Mike. I don't want to spend this money if I'm not going to get a value out of doing video. Well, in the old days, cameras ranged from $150 to $5,000. I've spent that kind of money on cameras to do online video. This is not even considered broadcast video. This is considered internet consumer production values. Prosumer is the word for professional, but not quite broadcast quality. In other words, consumer and professional combined. And the prosumer camera I've spent over $5,000. Microphones, computers. You can look at the pricing there. It adds up from a range of anywhere from $1,200 all the way up to the prosumer systems that were $12,000 to $20,000. I've spent that money. Well, notice what it costs now. An iPad, you can get a bottom-end iPad for about $500 to the high-end, the largest iPad with a different connection speeds, around $800. You can actually get the cheapest mini iPad retail at $329. You'll need a desk mount and $21 worth of software. So that means from a range of $400 up to about $875. It is cheaper hardware and software-wise to create video with the iPad. So it's a bargain, and it's even more powerful, and it's easier. So hands down, I hope I've proven to you that the iPad is the way to go to make online video. Now here's the app that blows me away. It's the iMovie from Apple. Now, why is this one of the best apps out there for making video? Well, I've got a theory. I don't have an exact science answer, but my theory is Apple has been predominant in video production for years. You go into professional video suites, the Final Cut Pro and iMovie softwares have got years of software experience of making television with computers. So when they built the Apple iPad, they had all this library of great experience to pull from to make a very intuitive movie production system, and they sell it for only $4.99. I'm going to say $5 to make it easy. And here's what's great about it. It has just enough buttons, bells, and whistles to do the job to make incredible television, but not so many bells and whistles to make it too hard for an overwhelming new student like the old way. See, that was the problem. That was a roadblock. So now they've made it so simple. Now let me share with you. There is the control screen. In fact, let's go back one slide. That slide right there is where you're able to, when you open the app on your iPad, it gives you 4 choices. You can either create a new project, you can play an old project, and you can share that project. That's what those 3 buttons, and that's a backup button. So create new, play back what you have done, share it with the internet, or more importantly, you can back it up. And of course, each one of these little squares is an individual project, editing project. So step 1, you click on that plus sign to create a new project, and then you see what's called the production editing area. Now let me go over what the main commands of this to show you how easy it is to use your iPad tablet to create video. Number 1, the camera is built in. You've got 2 cameras with the iPad. You've got a front camera that will take whatever is, just like a regular camera. It's in front of the camera, and you're able to shoot area scenes and products and services and outdoor scenery, whatever it is, whatever you want to shoot, you can shoot with that front camera. But it also has a back camera, which means it's facing you. So you can do what's called talking head video. So you click on that camera, you choose a camera, and you hit the record button, and immediately you can start recording clips. Now, what's amazing about this camera to me, having been years in television, is the fact it's so forgiving in bad lighting. It seems to be like your eyes. It can adjust to whatever lighting it's in, and the microphone is so good. So you're able to make good quality clips with nothing more than the camera built into this device. The microphone built in this device It's amazing. You have an adjustment here which allows you to do a very important part of television production, which is called voiceover. You tap on that microphone, you can add voice to existing video clips, you can narrate photographs, you can narrate slides. In other words, you can tell the story without being on camera or shooting video. You can make incredible videos by editing between live action shots and still images and narrate it with narration and sales copy that can help you accomplish your goals. So you have 3 bins: a place to hold your video clips on your iPad because it's recording right to the iPad's memory. You can take still photos or do screenshots or make whiteboard slides. And then my favorite part, you're able to pull in a library of production music and sound effects so that you have all the elements, all the modalities of great television. You have the ability to have full motion visual, narration, music, bullet points of text, sound effects. Everything they have in movie making, you have control here with just touching your finger on these icons. And then when you sequence your video clips and your photos, you can easily sequence them into a story. All video movie making is putting content edited together in a logical sequence to tell a story. And it's easy to adjust the volumes of the music and the sound effects in your narration. You just, with the tap of a finger, you can control the sound so that it sounds great and looks great. And it's so easy. It's automated music scoring. You tap on a piece of music, it layers the music under your video clip, it can loop the music, and it auto sets the volume level. If it hears that there's narration, it lowers the volume. You don't even have to know how to do any of these things. It does it automatically for you. And one of the things between clips is called transitions. One of the most popular transitions between scenes or clips on video is called a dissolve. It auto dissolves between clicks. So you don't even have to understand how to do any of these techniques. It's building intelligent television for you. And then one of the most powerful tools in marketing and relationship building with online video is putting lower third text. You see lower third text. Let me call it lower third text because it's the lower third of the television screen. That's where people put text so people can read and hear at the same time. And when you do that, that increases comprehension and it increases the memorability of your message. People remember your message when they're reading and hearing at the same time. And then you have the ability to preview your work before you commit it to the internet or will do what's called rendering and save it as a full production. So bottom line is all of these commands enable you to create incredible television with just the touch of a finger. And I've had students learn this in an afternoon just by playing with this $5 app. Now, when you touch the share button, which is right here, built into this $5 app is the ability to save the movie to your camera roll. What does that mean? That means you can play it back as a presentation from your iPad. But more importantly, you can set up a free YouTube channel, set up your Facebook login, and one of the best services out there for professional video hosting is called Vimeo. And if you want to be a reporter for CNN, you can pre-program your connection that if you've got a great video on your iPad, you can through the internet send it to these internet locations, or you can send it to your camera roll, and then better yet, you can back it up to your iTunes so that you can archive your video and clean out your hard drive of your iPad so that you can keep doing productions. In other words, when you build videos, you can store them elsewhere forever. What an intuitive, ingenious program they built for only $5. Now, the other app is for that person who has a tough time knowing what to say, and that is the Teleprompt Plus app. All of these apps are available in the Apple App Store, and they're only available for the iPad. But this Teleprompt Plus app allows you to type a script, and then what you're able to do is you're able to record yourself as you're reading a teleprompter script. That teleprompter script is rolling up at a speed that allows you to read what you're saying, you're looking at the camera, and it's capturing your video clip. So you don't have to get the teleprompter script, but I want you to be aware of that if you struggle with what to say, if you can't remember what to say when you're talking to a camera, do like the politicians do and get the Teleprompter Plus app and record your video clips, then bring them into iMovie for editing. Now, one of the other things is you want to annotate whiteboards, slides, and also annotate photos with shapes, lines, and arrows. So that's why the whiteboard app from Gummy Bear Software is an incredible app to allow. It's only 99 cents, and it allows you to make the slides that help you annotate photos. Say you wanted to put an arrow at a part or a building, or circle something or highlight something, then you can make photographs with all kinds of annotations, or you can create text slides. You can do pretty much anything unimaginable. And between this app, the iMovie app, and the teleprompter app, those are the three apps that are under $21 that allow you to do whatever it takes to create incredible internet television. Now, one of the other issues with an iPad is it was not designed to be a camera that goes on a tripod. And you don't want to hold the thing in your hand because then you have such a shaky camera. Well, there's an incredible little device called the Caddy Buddy. And that Caddy Buddy is right here. It does two things. It will clamp to a desk, and it will allow you to create a mount for the iPad so that you can keep it perpendicular. So you don't want the app going at an angle, because then you'll be seeing people ceiling and you'll be looking down to the video. You don't want to ever be looking down at a video. What you want to do is you want it perpendicular to your face. In fact, there you go. There's a picture of me with the same Caddy Buddy mount, and I'm able to look at the iPad and do a talking head video. In fact, I'm taking a picture there with my iPhone of me and what I'm seeing in my iPad, and all I have to do is tap this little record button right here, and see, there's where you switch the cameras from the front to the back, and I'm able to talk to the camera and do my clip over and over again till I get something that's usable. In fact, it has a very intuitive way of saying record, and then it says, do you want to use it or do you want to retake it? So you can just practice what you're going to say and get it recorded, and then you have all your clips together to edit into a powerful presentation. Now, the Caddy Buddy not only will let you clamp it to a desk like you saw, it will also let you put it on a tripod. Now, you can see there's an interview chair that I have to where I can do interviews, or I can do talking head videos from the chair. Now, you notice that the iPad is a lot further away from the chair than it was when I was sitting at my desk. Well, that will make a difference in the sound, because the further you are away from the microphone that's built into the iPad, even though the iPad microphone is incredible and does a great job for audio, this is a little far, but I've actually done videos being this far away from the iPad, and as long as it was a quiet room, the audio was usable. But there are ways that you can plug in external microphones into the iPad. There are devices out there like this cable here that's around $25. You can plug that cable into your iPad and make professional wireless microphones compatible with the iPad. And even there's this device here called the Tascam IXZ, which retails for about $40. It plugs into your iPad with this plug, and then any kind of professional microphone that you want to buy, which microphones range anywhere from $100 to several hundred, but you can use professional high-end microphones recording sound with your iPad. And I use this on a daily basis with my business. In fact, I'll show you an example here. This was a YouTube video that we did for a local business, and as you can see right here, we were over 15 feet away from these three people shooting the scene. That's why we gave them a handheld microphone so they could all do an interview, and the sound was close mic'd and easy to hear, yet the shot was a big, wide, far shot, because we want to get the product in here. We want to get their building in it, and we wanted this corner. That was the shot we wanted. Otherwise, we'd had been so close to the person to use the built-in microphone. So you can see external microphones work with the iPad, and it's very inexpensive to get those tools. So what are the types of videos that a business owner needs? Well, I don't care what kind of business you have. You want to have a landing page direct sales video on your website. When people land on your website, do you have a video to where they can instantly have the option of watching and listening about your business? Every page of your website should have a video dedicated to what that page is about. And that's called a landing page direct sales video. What other types of videos? If you've got happy customers, have you got video testimonials of them telling others that they recommend and love your products and services? And when you have news and current updates, are you just writing about them and doing press releases in text, or are you doing videos to explain how popular and how wonderful these new products and services and updates that you have? And when people ask you questions, you should archive answers to those questions, because those questions are those answers that you create in video are the type of things that people will love to share with others. And then support and training. I used to have an old saying: when people ask a question more than twice, there should be a video to answer that question, because you should never have to physically answer the same question twice. If more than 2 people ask that question, you need a video so that you can say, go watch my video, and that video will do the work the same way over and over again. Now, how do you plan a direct response video? Well, you need to think of the content that answers the questions. What questions do your customers have? Answer the questions that your customers ask over and over again, and make a video to answer it and prove that you're the authority and you're the solution and the expert for those questions. Explain why you are and why someone should pay you for your products and services. That's the kind of information. If you expect people to respond with becoming a customer and spending money with you, you better explain to them why you solve their problems. Now, here's an example of a brick and mortar business client of mine, and this is how I discovered that the iPad was a great way to produce video for small businesses. This is a linear tent rental, and what they do for a business is they rent wedding supplies and tent rentals and tables and chairs and so forth. So when we were building their website for them, we recommended that they have a video right here on their homepage that says, watch our video and meet Charlie Havlick and understand how they can solve your problems when you're looking to rent these products. And so we were producing that video. The gentleman had never done a video before in his life, and I was just over taking out all this equipment, and the equipment was intimidating people. In a matter of seconds, I set up my iPad, and in less than from zero to this finished video online was a 30-minute process. It's a very simple psychology. And now this video is help selling his business online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there's a very simple psychology. Welcome to our business, the features and benefits of our business, and please call us today if we can be of service. That's the model we do over and over again, and it works over and over again. Did the same thing here with the dental staff school. In fact, these videos were shot with nothing more than an iPad put on a tripod. That's all we did. No microphone, no lights, no cameras, no software. Just set up the iPod, hit go, direct the person on what to say with the psychology of welcome to our website. Here's the features and benefits of why you want to do business with us, and please call us today to allow us to serve you. That's the model we do for all kinds of businesses. Just did it for a lawyer. And this time we used an external mic because we wanted to sound a little bit better. But here you go to this lawyer's website, and he speaks to you, and he gives you the information in audio and video. In fact, one of the things that happens when you do videos at websites, I've had people say, I met you at your website. There's no other way in the world to meet somebody online than with internet television. And the quality of this television is phenomenal. We've done it with an Illumina product site. Now, I got to share this gentleman with you. This is Ted Havlick, and he sells awnings. You can see custom awnings and canopies. That's his business here in Gainesville, Georgia. We're going to come back to Ted here in a little bit and tell you why he's an incredible story. Now, when you've mastered being able to make all the video content that your heart desires to market and sell your business, you shouldn't stop there. Because now you have a skill that allows you to play in one of the most powerful marketing arenas of all time, the social media phenomenon. And part of social media is what's called blogging. And what is blogging? Blogging is nothing more than web pages on a website. When you have what's called a WordPress website, you have the ability to put up pages of the internet. And a blog is just the technical term for adding more pages to the internet as news. It's a journal. It is timestamped. So in other words, if you posted some information today and you posted information tomorrow, yesterday's information is old and today's information is new. And the blog just organizes it based on the time it is published. So it's journaling. It's basically what became the electronic journalists of today. And everybody, if you can type an email, you can blog. But what's more powerful is you can embed videos in your blog posts. And what you do is you take the same techniques and answer questions to problems. Prove to people for free that you're the solution when you present the problem and that you know you're the solution. I call it making lots of did you know videos. See, people don't know your business. They don't know the problems that you solve. And they know about the problems they have, but they don't know who can really solve them unless you prove you're the solution. So you say, did you know when you have this problem, here's a solution I recommend, and if I can ever help you, call me. That's how you advertise in video blogging, by making did you know videos. I've done this for years. My blog is called From the Desk of Mike Stewart. That's all I do is talk about things that I'm passionate about. I teach people why I see problems and I see opportunities, and I comment on them, and then I link back to things that make me money. And I've been doing it for years. And I don't like to write as much as I like to talk in front of my camera. So I will make videos, and I have been video blogging about video blogging for years. In fact, I invite you to go look at this if you want to learn some more. But the bottom line is, this past year, I started consulting small businesses. This is one of my best students. This is Jean Winter. She's a nutritionist in the Gainesville, Georgia area. And I told Jean, you need to get an iPad, because she said, I want to be able to make a cooking show that I share with my customers on healthy cooking. And she said, so how would I make a cooking show? And I said, get an iPad and let me teach you iMovie. And she was the inspiration for how I was able to teach somebody who had never done video before how they could take an iPad and start creating content that helped them with their business. So now Jean is the proof that she's made so much television now that it's resulted in less than 90 days in incredible business opportunities for her, and it's going to be expanding more and more. And she mastered it in a very short time. And it's all because she's able to video blog about her passion. Now, I told you earlier about the social media video trifecta. I made up that term. If you search that in Google, you'll see that I'm the only person in the world saying it right now. But I hope over time that I can make people understand that social media, which we all know is Facebook and is YouTube, when you incorporate video into social media and you put it in 3 places of the blog, Facebook, and YouTube, you get a triple opportunity for people to find you, like you, and share you. Let's go back to our old friend Ted Havlick from Lanier Aluminum. Part 1 of the trifecta, or the first part, is about setting up a YouTube channel properly. You have to ask yourself, do you have a YouTube channel? How many videos are in your YouTube channel? If you don't have one, go get one today. It's absolutely free. Ted didn't have one at the time. So we made a video about his most passionate money-making opportunity. And I said, Ted, what makes you money? And he said, motorized retractable awnings. Well, we made a video titled Motorized Retractable Awnings for Gainesville, Georgia. If you search Motorized Retractable Awning, Georgia, you're going to find Ted. We built the video with a lower third text, him talking about his expertise of how he loves how motorized retractable awnings create shade. He's a shade expert. And what YouTube will let you do in your description, and I got a pointed arrow to it right here, is they will give you a link back to your website. Now you may say, well, there's not many people watch that video. Well, it doesn't matter. Those are targeted views. If one of those views turns into a sale, it could mean thousands of dollars for him. So now how many times can you do this in YouTube? Infinite. YouTube says, make all the content you want. As long as you follow our terms of service, we will reward you with hosting your video, letting the world see it. We're going to sell advertising on it, but more importantly, we'll give a link back to you. If people watch your video, they like you, they may come back to your website and do business with you. Part 2, set up a Facebook fan page with a YouTube app. Now, there's an app that will pull in your YouTube channel. So what happens is every time you add a video to YouTube, if you've got a Facebook fan page, a business fan page, and you have this free app from Facebook, your YouTube videos, they appear in your Facebook page. So what does that do? That enables people to watch the video from your Facebook fan page. That creates the opportunity for people to like your video. They can share your video on their walls. They can comment about your video. In other words, you've taken one piece of content that you put in one place, and automatically you're in another social media arena where more people can find it, like it, and share it. Then, number 3, embed that video on a regular basis in your video blog. Basically what it is, you build a video, it's in Facebook, and then you blog about it. So we blogged about the same video when we embedded the video, and it's not his main website. These are the pages of his website, but this is the blog portion of his website. So what did that do? That enabled him to put his same content in one more places, hence the video trifecta. Now, what was the result? When you search motorized retractable awning or motorized retractable awning Georgia, he dominates Google. He's found his blog posting, his website, and his YouTube video become Google searches for his keywords. It's already resulted in business. Now, how many times can you do this? Over and over and over again. But it all hinges on the ability to be able to make good video content and the right kind of video content. So this is the video trifecta's formula. Make a new video based on new keywords and repeat the process over and over again. You can't just make one video and sit and forget. You need to do it over and over again. The process starts with a great piece of did you know video content, and where you're the expert, and then people have a link to your money-making websites. So all you got to do is listen to the questions that your customers ask you and make short videos answering those questions and do it. It's not about doing a whole lot of them and forgetting about it. It's doing it on a consistent level, week after week, month after month. And over time, you will become the authority and you will dominate with your content that people can share through video. Now, what's on the horizon? What's new? Well, one of the things, playing your videos on your iPad, if you have an iPad, with AirPlay on an Apple TV. Apple TV is only $99, and there's also a piece of software called AirServer from airserverapp.com. What would that allow you to do? Well, look at there. There's my little iPad with my iPad's monitor being projected to a big monitor, my television set. That's done through Apple TV. Now, what's the benefit of that? Well, what if you're doing presentations? What if you're a business that has a media room and you want to be able to share new presentations that you've created on your iPad? You can instantly synchronize those through AirServer. And what's even more important for info marketers, and one of the ways that I was able to make a very successful course for myself, is the fact through the AirServer app, I was able to mirror my iPad to my computer and make training videos about the iPad. There's over 250,000 apps in the iPad store, and they all can use support and training to niches. So there's an opportunity that if you learn to use an iPad, that you could be an authority on teaching things in your niche about the iPad using AirServer. So with AirPlay and airserverapp.com, you can present your videos to groups, you can create iPad tutorials with Camtasia to teach those apps, and you can use your iPad for slideshow and photo presentations. There's all kinds of things you can do with these technologies. Now, here's a little app that I've been using in marketing. One of the most popular things out there is what's called scribing video. That's basically where a hand comes up and writes on the screen. This is a little $5 app. This is a bonus app I wanted to tell you about. And the Scribe Video app allows you to create these videos where the hand comes out and writes whatever text you want it to be. It's kind of a little bit of a gimmick, but you know what? For $5, I've had customers pay as much as $3,000 to have a Scribe video produced for their website. And here you can do it with your iPad for less than $5 and make all the videos you want. I've already done it. It's more than paid its $5 back for me. And I'm showing you there how I brought a Scribe video that made with the Scribe app into my iMovie. And then there's one other little app that I want to share with you called Extras for iMovie. It's a bunch of killer backgrounds and the ability to make rolling credits. Extras for iMovie. These are two extra little apps that were bonus apps I wanted to share with you and teach you about for your iPad. So hopefully I've delivered what I promised, which was the iPad's the way to go, and what the social media video trifecta is, and why you need to make lots and lots of video. So we're going to recap what we learned, and hopefully these are your takeaways. You can make lots of video with the iPad tablet and its apps, which is all you really need. You can improve it with other equipment, but bottom line, with nothing more than an iPad, you can make killer television and have no other tool but just the iPad and an internet connection. You can populate social media with long-tail keywords about your expertise in products and services using the video trifecta concept. If you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't have a Facebook fan page, and you don't have a blog, you're missing out on those three things. And I didn't really cover this today, but you can also use Pinterest as a fourth opportunity to share your videos. So bottom line is, video becomes the fodder for people to share socially. And if you're not doing that, you're missing a big opportunity to be found, liked, and trusted and shared. Now, you also need to make sales videos and did you know social media content videos for your business. And you can actually make money as doing it a service for others for profit. I do. In fact, I enjoy helping people either learn how to do it or doing it for them for my coaching fees. It's a skill that every business owner should have. So bottom line is, this is what I passionately believe in, and I want to share with you an opportunity that if you want to learn more, here's what I've got available on this page for only $197. It's how to record, edit and videos and add lower third text with your iPad using the iMovie app. Basically, it's called Tablet Video Training. Tablet Video Training and the social media trifecta. Basically, everything you've seen examples of, we go in detail with the link below this video on how to use it. How to record narrations under photos and whiteboards and annotation photos and screenshots. How to upload to YouTube and Vimeo and save your websites and blogs. How to score your videos with royalty-free music. And by the way, I told you, music is the secret sauce that makes video incredible. And with this $197 offer, you can get 160 tracks of music you can import into your iPad and have legal use for your videos. That alone is worth $197. How to use the whiteboard app to annotate your screenshots, photos, and slides for your videos. More importantly, details on how to get traffic from the social media trifecta, from YouTube, Facebook, and your blog. The resources for the hardware to mount the iPad on tripod or your desk. How to set up a Facebook fan page and automatically pull YouTube in. How to title your YouTube videos properly and your blog posts properly. And lifetime updates of tutorials and resources, all on the link below this video. And be aware, it works with the iPad, the mini iPad, and the iPhone, and any device that can install apps from the iTunes Apple Store. It's a skill you can charge others to create videos and manage the trifecta for them service. I do it for $125 an hour. Now, you'll automatically get a 1-month free membership for my music tutorial site called 2Buck Themes. Now, you can stay a member for $10 a month, or you can cancel before the 30-day trial period, and it only costs you the $197, or cancel at any time. But I hope you'll stay, because you get a new tutorial every month and 5 new music tracks. You're going to need music for your video production, and this is a great way to build a great music library that you can use for the rest of your life for anything to do with production, whether it be audio, video, DVDs, CDs, online, you name it. Royalty-free music is what is a tool that you're going to need to create professional sounding productions. So you can cancel anytime, no problem. But bottom line, hope you'll stay a member. But the initial offer is $197. Click this link below and get Tablet Video